What's happening, YouTube? Let's get right into this. What's good with my peoples, man? What's good with my folks? I have to bring this unfortunate video to y'all. You know, man, it's unfortunate because as content creators, we're semi-journalists. We're somewhat journalists when it comes to this content stuff, man. Whether you have a podcast, whether you just do videos like mine, it don't matter. You're a journalist, and as a journalist, it's your job to do your research. And I get it. Sometimes we get it wrong. There's been videos where I got it wrong, but it's our job to correct those wrongs when we do get them wrong. That's what brings me to this video. There's a lot of misinformation being put out there in regards to this Stockton situation, this tragic event that took place in my city, this cowardice act that took place. That's what I'm going to refer to it as moving forward. It's just a cowardice act. Now, someone sent me something. Shout out to my subscribers, man, because y'all do provide me with some intel on some things sometimes. If you're not a subscriber, highly suggest you do that, man. Join the squad, man. You feel me? We over here thugging it out. We over here rocking. You feel me, though? Look, hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. We ran up the channel. For those of you guys that don't know, man, I just started this channel a month ago, and we ran it up, man. So salute to my subscribers. I highly appreciate y'all. For real, for real. But one of my subscribers commented and told me, he's like, hey, bro, you seen Hood Stocks? I'm like, yeah, I know who Hood Stocks is. They like, bro, go check out this timestamp. He left me the timestamp and everything. They like, he talking about the Nortenos. He talking about the Stockton situation and whoop-de-whoop-whoop. I'm like, bro, what? You can't be serious. Not Hood Stocks. For those of you guys that don't know who Hood Stocks is, he's a Surenos podcaster from Los Angeles. He has a pretty big platform, over 100,000 subscribers. He's been around for a minute. I used to watch his content a lot. I'm subscribed still. I used to watch him. I probably haven't watched an episode of Hood Stocks in maybe going on a year now, almost a year, for whatever reason. I know he took a break, but he used to have a lot of good content, a lot of good guests with some interesting stories. That's what got me to subscribe, right? His stories that his guests would tell. But now they pivoted to a kind of doing other things. And one of the other things they pivoted to is doing breaking news, as far as it being a segment on their podcast. And one of the segment was talking about the Stockton situation that took place. And they have a female host on there. This female host was reading off the news report in their segment. She stated that the Nortenos, which this is wrong. Let me get this clear. Let me set the record straight. This is wrong, but she stated, out of being misinformed, that the Nortenos had something to do with, you guys, I'm not even going to put the whole sentence together, but that's what this female host said on their podcast. Let's check out this clip, homie, and we'll talk a little bit more about it after.
Get started. Loca, take it away.
Well, I want to bring out about the Stockton killings, which was very fucked up, and I want to bring out, it was an 8-year-old named Journey Rosa, an 8-year-old boy named Myra, and 14-year-old Amari, 21-year-old Susana. So I just want to give my condolences to your family.
Did someone that just pulled up and said,
Yeah, pulled
you
up.
said drive-by?
Drive-by.
So,
Open fire.
Was it gang related?
I heard it was.
Okay.
Norteño gang, I think. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's unfortunate. Up there, they're Nortenos. You know what I mean? We don't. You know what I mean? And I'm not throwing no shade on any Nortenos, but I don't know the politics of the streets out there. You know what I mean? You know, maybe some of the Nortenos that watch this, let me know, my dogs. You know what I mean? Let me know what, like, you know what I mean, what the politics of the streets are like that. Like, you guys implement rules, right? Like, maybe no drive-bys at birthday parties where kids are at. You know what I mean? Choke Diddy.
Yeah.
Right here, right there.
And that's a blood acronym.
Yeah.
Choke Diddy.
But even though if they were gang
Lost the job.
affiliated, it doesn't matter. It
No,
doesn't
of
matter if
course.
the mom was a blood. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now that you guys seen the clip, bro, it's like, you know, there's, I believe his name is Droops, right? The OG Southsider that's on there. Well, older dude. About 10 minutes after the female host said what she said about the Nortenos and the whole Stockton situation, which is, again, false. The older homie Droops, older Southsider, he corrected her about 10 minutes later and was like, nah, it wasn't the Southsiders, it was between Bloods and Crips. I mean, it wasn't between the Nortenos, it was between Bloods and Crips. So shout out Droops for actually doing his due diligence, doing his actual journalism work, whether it was just by reading the chat actually reading posts, whatever it is. When you do your investigative work as a journalist to try to find out information about a story you're trying to present on your podcast, you need to do that work, homie. And Droops did that. So shout out to him for correcting her. And you know what was crazy? As I'm watching this, right, that girl, that female, she starts to get upset that they're correcting her about the breaking news that she's reporting on. Because she's reporting on the news, right? She's the co-host at the moment, and the other guys are in the background. They're like playing the background and just commenting. They're giving their input on what she's talking about. And she seems like, because they're like, oh no, it was between blacks, or it was between Asians, or it was between Bloods and Crips. She starts to get upset like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they were Bloods. It doesn't matter if they were Crips. All that matters is, yes, that's true. It doesn't matter because kids were unalive. Yes, you're right. Regardless of any circumstances or situation, the affiliation doesn't matter. What matters is that a piece of shit did this to some kids. But then again, when you're reporting to the masses on a platform that has over 100,000 subscribers, that has the chance of millions of views, and you're putting out false information, bitch, it does matter. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but you ain't gonna put that jacket on us up here. And she never even went back and corrected herself. Droops had to correct her. So that's what made me mad as I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? What if some shit happened like that and all of us up here were like, oh, yep, it was the Surenos. Knowing damn well the whole time, all we had to do was look on Instagram because it's everywhere. Like, all you had to do was type it in on YouTube search bar. Type it in, Stockton mass shooting. You would have got 100 videos of people telling you what this situation is about. Everyone knows what's going on with the situation now. People on the East Coast, New York, are reporting on it. How is people in Miami, Florida, reporting on this situation, but you over here in Los Angeles can't even get it right? People in New York City are doing videos on this damn topic and getting the information semi-correct. But you're over here in Los Angeles getting it far fucking off, fucking fucked up. You got to, like, that's just called being lazy, bro. That's just called putting on some fucking makeup, getting yourself all dolled up, having a shot or two before the fucking podcast starts, and you sit your little fat ass down, and you fucking, oh, yep, we're live, let's go. Okay, what are we going to talk about now? And you got some little notes written down, yep, and you just start your little podcast, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's being lazy, bro. Like, she deserves this. Like, she deserves the flack that I'm giving her right now. I'm sorry. She deserves it. Because why? She didn't go back and correct herself when she put out false information, homie. You cannot put out false information and not correct yourself when you're called out on it. Your co-host called you out on it. Hoodstocks, Lucky, homie. I know you're going to watch this, bro. Send this to Lucky. I need everyone to send this to Lucky. He is the owner. He is the host of Hoodstocks Podcast. I need everyone right here to tag him in his comments. Go tag him in his videos, his racing videos. Go tag him on Instagram. Because if they're going to continue to put out this type of narratives about these situations, it could be not just us from the north, right? It could happen with anybody. You have to correct your wrongs, bro. You cannot do that. I have done this in the past. I have learned from my mistakes. So I get it. And I know how bad a false narrative could be put out there, whether it was intentional or not. When it's unintentional, that's what makes it even more important that you get on here on the internet and you let the internet know, like, hey, I said some things on the last podcast. I'm sorry, my bad. I was wrong. Let me correct this. Instead, she got into a defensive mode. Her whole posture stood up. Her shoulders went back. You know what I'm saying? She put her little chest out and was like, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what gang they are. It fucking does when you're telling the world a false information. It does matter. If I got on here and said, fucking, I heard Hoodstocks did it. That's false fucking information, right? You guys would be like, what the fuck is that fool talking about up there? What the fuck? That fool's lost his marbles. So look, man, right your wrongs. That's it. Do a video. That's all I'm asking for homegirl to do. She went on the internet. She put out false information on my people up here in the north. All I'm asking, I'm not even saying we're, like, because I'm only speaking for myself. All I'm asking is you go back on your podcast and you correct what you said was wrong. Am I wrong for asking that, bro? Am I wrong for asking her to do that? I don't think so. Like, come on, homie. Lucky. You know what time it is, bro. You know that shit, you can't be saying shit like that and putting it out there to the masses. Especially with this type of situation that's going on. Especially with this cowardice act that took place in my city of Stockton, California. And she got the nerve to say that while wearing red? She got the nerve to say that while being flamed up? I got a homegirl right now that I knock her teeth straight. You know what I'm saying? I got a homegirl right now. You know, don't make me call don't make me call Roxanne. Man, I got a homegirl Roxanne right now that's ready to knock a bitch. Nigga, what, huh? This bitch about 250. You feel me? Linebacker. Bitch, I'll sick Roxanne on you right now, bitch. You better make that video and apologize to a real nigga. Because we don't get down like that out north. You feel me? We don't get down like that up here. Lucky. Seen what you said in your podcast. You said, hey, don't the Nortenos have rules against this? Yes. Without saying too much, without saying too little. Look, homie, you know what time it is, bro. You guys know what the fuck time it is. Droops, homie, you know what time it is, bro. You know we don't get down like that up here. So look, this is my message to Lucky, Droops, that female co-host. You said some wrong information on your podcast about the Nortenos, and that needs to be corrected. This was a cowardice act, and the Nortenos don't get down like that. Not at all. As a content creator, you're a journalist, and as a journalist, you need to do your homework before you break a story. This was lazy journalism. This was lazy content work. You put out there to the world some misinformation, and it needs to be corrected. That's it, and that's all. There's nothing wrong with that. Because if that happened up here, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would do this. I would have to do that. You feel me? Like if I put some wrong information out there about y'all, and someone said, "Hey, bro, nah, that shit ain't true." Like, what the fuck you talking about? I would have to do my due diligence, do my research, and be like, "Oh shit, yeah, that shit ain't true. My fault." I would have to hop back on here and on this motherfucker, do a video, and be like, "Hey, look, my bad. I said some shit that was wrong. Let me correct my wrongs. Let me right my wrongs, homie." And that's what she needs to do. That's what Lucky needs to do. That's what Droops needs to do. Because you guys are all part of the Hood Stocks family tree. And this needs to be corrected, homie. What's wrong is wrong and what's right is right. Simple as that. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Highly appreciate every single one of y'all that's already subscribed. Go ahead and tap that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I drop a video just like this one. Go tag Lucky from Hood Stocks. Go tag Droops. Go over there to Hood Stocks YouTube channel and let them know in the comments. Go to their Instagram, on Instagram, Hood Stocks, and let them know in their comments. DM them. Send them this video. Send them this video and let them know what I said. Until next time, y'all, I'm gone.